So the polls right now look a lot like they did in the year 2012 between Obama and Romney. The same, almost identical numbers when you look at this. And then, as we know, Obama went on to win the popular vote by 5 million votes, and he got 303, I believe, electoral votes. So that was kind of a blowout. That said, we also know that there's something screwy with polls, or has been for a while. Good pollsters can do bad polls. Bad pollsters can occasionally do a good poll. There are good pollsters and bad pollsters, good polls and bad polls. We know that Republicans have been flooding the zone with bad polls to make Trump look better than he is, that make it look like he's doing better than he is. And we know that the Wall Street Journal poll that came out that has Trump edging out Kamala Harris by just 2 points came just after he went to Rupert Murdoch, who owns Fox News and who owns the Wall Street Journal, and begged him like a dog on his hands and knees to go easier on him. And so, poof, there's a good positive poll that helps Donald Trump. So again, Donald Trump had to beg for help from Rupert Murdoch like a dog. So that's always interesting to watch, isn't it? He's such a weakling. And we also know that Republicans tend to just generically poll better on the economy, but Kamala Harris has kind of closed the gap. I think she's polling better against Trump than Biden was, but they have to keep pounding away at this because the economy is still the big issue, and Trump and Republicans are lying about the economy, claiming it's bad. In fact, the economy is doing very, very well, and they don't want you to know that. Now, of course, Fox News will do their bidding, and everybody's going to claim that the economy is bad. The economy is bad. It's not. And actually, on a personal level, when you look at what affects people's personal economy, inflation is going down. $35 cap on insulin, the upcoming starting in January 2000 annual cap on prescription drugs with Medicare. These are things that are going to have a huge impact on people's personal finances. The student loan forgiveness, where people have, these people have paid into this, they paid the principal and then some. So no one's getting by without paying tuition, just in case MAGA thinks that somebody's getting something that they're not. That's simply not the case. So we have all of these things that are going well. I was in Louisiana a week or so ago, and I saw gas that was well under $3 a gallon. So this perception that the economy is doing poorly and that it was better under Trump is a lot of BS. And I think you need to blame the media. The media is fully aware that the economy generally polls as a top issue, and they need a horse race. They need this race to be close. It shouldn't be this close. And if the media had done their jobs, and if Merrick Garland has done his job, it wouldn't be. So we have this information vacuum, a vacuum of accurate information on the issues that matter to people. So just reporting what the polls say without looking at the reality, the media should be looking at this and saying, okay, the economy is doing great. And when you look at it generically, the majority of voters support the Kamala Harris economic agenda. But when you put her name to it and you put it next to Trump, there's this perception that Trump would be better on the economy. That is a perception problem. That is a misinformation problem, and the media needs to do better. And shame on the Wall Street Journal for doing Trump's bidding just because he went and begged like a dog for Rupert Murdoch to pull his chestnuts out of the fire. But that's not the first time Trump has done that. We know that, Putin owns him too. And I'll repeat that his former DNI, Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coats, has said that he thinks Putin has blackmailed Trump. So there's a lot going on here. We know that Trump wants the economy to fail. He wants people to think the economy is failing. And he's the one who will not support a $15 federal minimum wage, whereas Kamala Harris has said she would. She supports a $15 an hour federal minimum wage. When Trump was fake working at McDonald's, he was asked point blank, would he support an increase in the minimum wage? And he wouldn't answer it because, of course, he doesn't. The people that own him don't want that. And therefore, he won't do it, even though it would help millions of Americans. It would help a lot of people and make a real difference in their own lives. It's ironic that the people who would benefit the most from Kamala Harris's economic agenda are MAGA. They tend to be a little bit lower income, not college educated, but it's tribalism. So they are believing things and supporting things that go against their own best interests. If they knew they were doing that, it might be different. The fact that I think they aren't aware that they're doing that, and you have to put that squarely in a lap of the media. It is up to the campaigns to explain themselves, certainly, and Kamala Harris has put forward her agenda, but if the media isn't reporting it, if they are more interested in reporting silliness about Donald Trump, then that message is not going to break through. But the polls are showing it's close. We knew it would be close. I do think Kamala Harris has the edge. I think the media wants this to be very, very close. And the media just may want Donald Trump as president again because, again, their bottom line, clicks and ratings, and his chaos and his shit show deliver exactly that for them.